Day on Rising, and with Mother's Day this weekend, many of you have probably thought about that perfect gift for mom. But since our parents are always taking care of us, what happens when they need some help? Certified financial planner Amy Novakovich joins us this morning with some tips on how to save when your parents' income is affected by needing some help at home. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning.
Well, I should first say an early happy Mother's Day to you, because you are expecting, and it's a few days away, and I want to make sure we say that before we move on.
Thank you very much.
You look fantastic.
A couple months yet. So.
Couple months. She's due in July, so we're excited. We've been watching your progress, although many people at home probably couldn't tell at all. But
we'll see. Yeah.
Well, one day our little kids are going to have to take care of us too, right? At some point. But let's talk about people who are in this situation right now, where maybe they're thinking about care for their parents or themselves are thinking about it. What are some good tips that can kind of, when you're talking about financially here, you know, that could help them out?
Yeah, and there are a lot of financial assistance programs in Florida, but from a planning standpoint, if we don't have enough funds to insure both parents, we're going to take a look at health history, longevity in the family, and even statistics. So statistically, our mothers, or the baby boomers, or you know, our parents' generation, will outlive our fathers. So if we're going to look at statistics, you can insure the mother, and if she becomes the caregiver or whoever is the surviving spouse, the children typically have to then kick in. So then what do we do if there's not enough insurance funds? The state of Florida has several financial assistance programs, so home energy. They have programs that will offer assistance with energy bills, utility bills, things like that. There's also things that will get part-time jobs for elders, so they call it the Silver program. And they'll get people to part-time work, and any other larger expenses like property tax in certain communities and certain counties. There are property tax deferral loans that might be available for seniors as well, that we can kind of help our parents stay in their homes. Yeah,
and that's good to know, because everyone comes to this point and it seems to be an added burden, you know, with the economy and all that. So what about, besides financial assistance, what other programs are out there to help out seniors?
Yeah, so the state of Florida has the Department of Elder Care, actually, and there's many resources out there for social programs, you know, in our communities, both in our communities and just in the general county level. But there's also transportation services, 800 numbers that we can use to kind of keep, because I think a social aspect is pretty big, as much as probably not as much as the financial aspect, but to just kind of keep our parents sane, and when we can't be around, we want somebody to help out. So there are a lot of resources socially that are available in our communities.
And there's some, even though we're saying socially, still give them a sense of independence too, right? Because that's one thing they don't want to get, they don't want to take that away from them.
Right, you don't want to necessarily go into a care facility if you don't have to. You want to stay at home as long as you possibly can.
And you know, and when you talk about cultures, a lot of other cultures, it's typical that the parents will then move in with the kids and their family. Here, it's U.S. Americans, not so much.
Well, and down here specifically, the kids aren't always here.
Yeah, that's true.
So sometimes the parents have to kind of consider relocating, and there's just a lot of things that go into that decision. And the kids may not be around, so we have to find other things that we can do.
That's true. We do see that a lot here in Southwest Florida, obviously, specifically. Well, Amy, thank you so much.
You're
Great
very
tips,
welcome.
and thanks for the reminders too for those of you out there probably struggling with this. But you can find out some more information if you want to contact her yourself on our website at fox4now.com.